All right, everybody. If you caught the stream, well, we did quite a bit of work. Took a lot of stuff down, and you can see there's a different type of floor material. Well, we're going to explain that in a minute. But, yeah, apparently I left one singular block just sitting there. Right, everybody. We did a lot on stream. Took down quite a bit of stuff. You can see there's just a few things here and there. Well, yeah, we destroyed quite a bit of things, actually. For example, we kind of just took our box and made it boxier. And I kind of have some things over the stinky rocks and stuff like that. But yeah, I took down everything, kind of just set a lot, and it looks like I took a chunk out of the thing. But this is a good example. Since I have a chunk out of it, we can take a look underneath. So each one of the floors is going to have one of these. This is a good way to pipe around belts and also power and everything else. So I thought that would be kind of neat, and I can't get out. All right, we're out. Now, that's just the floors. This does have multiple stories. And if you're wondering, well, how did I come up with the material? And how is it not the standard plating? Well, we actually unlock things through the Awesome Shop. And I'm going to show you all a little bit of an example of that because I really have not done anything with it yet. And we also have this, big floors. And kind of just made sure everything was aligned with the world's grid, so we don't have to worry about things being unaligned in different bases. Now, you notice none of my stuff's hooked up. Matter of fact, we need to make a way down to the next floor instead of me just jumping through the little holes. I'm dead. Almost. Okay. Somehow I survived. I have not figured out how. Anyways, well, you can see the bottom floor now. And originally we had these down, and you can see they do not line up at all with the old way we did things. So we had to get rid of all of them. And with that, we can actually start building our space center up and everything else. We still got all the limestone, but here's the catch that I wanted to bring up is the fact that most of our stuff right now is going to be limited on how much power we have, because we had quite a few generators down, and that was just enough to barely cover what we got. And we got to make a way in here. All right, we're on one of the floors. Yeah, I got to do something about the way we get around. And you can kind of see some of these things are in the ground. This is just basically where I have a lot of my extra stuff stored. So it was the best thing I could do at the time, just trying to move things around. And don't worry, the poor doggos are still safe. They're just down in there. Hi. So one thing I want to get online today would be most likely coal power. We need more power. What we were doing was just simply having a ton of these just laying everywhere, and we're going to still have them down here. This is going to be like the generator area and power storage. So I want to set up like a backup power area and everything else. But I want to get the coal power going and running, and then we'll start moving everything in, getting all the new tier 2 miners on, because they do actually cost quite a bit more. They actually double what we had. And start getting everything kind of ran. And this is not the finished base or the main base. This is still our starter base. You have to keep that in mind. So I'm going to have to go way over, I think it's that way. And we're going to have to get some coal going. It's a bit of ways, but I'm going to go ahead and head over there. You can actually see on the map, we got either one here or we have several over here. Which we might do this one over here, just so we have a little bit more power and everything else. And leave the other ones just for steel production, stuff like that. So let me get some stuff around. And I'm going to need quite a bit of materials, including stuff for water extractors. And I think actually I have enough for water extractors. I have a lot of stuff. And miners. What we're going to need, though, is some of this encased industrial beams, which should not be too bad. So let me get things around, and I'll be right back. Oh, one thing I did forget to point out was these things in the front. This is just so we can bring some items in, and I'm gonna have to go. Hopefully we have enough iron just sitting around that we can make quite a few of these. Right, now that we finally got everything, we should be ready to go. It's gonna be off in that direction. I need to get a power line all the way over there. So, yeah, we got a ways to go. So I'm gonna snag one off of here, and hopefully, there we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this, and I'll meet you guys in a second. And if there's anything interesting, I will let you guys know. Kind of a weird sight. I don't think I've ever seen this many of these things all in one area, besides up on that mountain. And we got a special little friend. Hopefully we can get rid of him pretty quickly. And he just keeps running. Oh, that's a big boy too. Oh, I think I got his attention. Come on. All right, that one's gone. All right. So we can get this spear. Just to get rid of the noise. Iron ore. Not really all that interesting. This is, though. Yes.
Benadryl.
I don't have any Benadryl in here.
It wasn't here on your desk.
No, I don't keep Benadryl in here. Wait, here you go. Okay. I don't think I'll ever be able to do that again. All right, everybody. This place was a lot harder to trek to, and there was a few things along the way I had to avoid. But now we have to get down there. I'm trying to remember how... Okay, now I remember how to get down there. It's been a little bit. I will not lie. But I knew there was a way. And I stopped trying to run the cord. See, I've been running into these guys this whole time. And yeah, they've been getting kind of annoying. But then again, I'm also coming by and shooting at them. So I guess tomato, tomato. Right, we've almost made our way down. And it's not too bad once you remember how to get down here. But I think this is going to be a perfect place to start up our power plant. For several different reasons. One, it's near a lot of water. We got a lot of biomass if we need it. And yeah, that's the main thing. So the coal is actually very abundant over here. But I think so are the bad guys. Yeah, see, they're all right here. And I did bring enough down to pretty much be able to do anything. Yeah, oh, there you are. You blended in. Come on. Lag spike. I'm blaming it on lag spike. They're getting a little closer. Ow. No. I cannot wait to get explosives. One thing I'm going to have to worry about, though, spiders. I believe they're just right around here. Yeah. And you can see where the bad guys are is probably where they're at. That was actually pretty easy. I hear another one. I do not see another one, but I hear one. Oh, maybe it's that guy. No, I hear one. I don't know where he's at. There you are. Ow. Come on. I don't think I'm ever getting that piece. Anyways, let's see. We got a normal node. Normal. Let's go ahead and get our miners down. And I'm going to kind of just set this up. And we're going to get all this stuff rolling this way. All right. So let me get everything kind of situated. All right. Just so a quick heads up on this. Sometimes you'll have things like this where you can't get to it just because it's under a boulder. Yeah, that is the thing. But I got 3 of them down, and I believe these 2 of these are at least normal. I know that much. I didn't really check this one. I was kind of in the middle of fighting something. But that's a normal, and those 2 are normal. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to get everything kind of situated over here. And we're going to start building out to make a pretty decent power generating area. And then we have to get back over there. So that's gonna be the fun part. So give me a second and I'm gonna get some terrain kind of laid out. I kind of wanted to come up with this right here and go across, and I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, everybody, I got pretty much the foundation laid out. Decided to go 3 wide, see how it looks up here. We might have to do something a little different with that, though. It's not the best in the world. We might have to change these all to, I think we could do 2, and it should be fine. But for right now, that is all right. We will redesign this in a little bit. But I want to see how big. It's been a while since I've messed with these. The coal generators are. And they look like they're pretty good size. So let me find a spot for them. And I am weird because I want to make sure everything is kind of lined up. I think I have to put this on. Yeah. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks great. It takes up, looks like 2 tiles. So I might want to move it over a little bit. So this is going to be one of those things that some things in here you cannot actually just place on one. But these things are kind of chunker, so I think that looks good. Yeah, it should be fine. All right, so we have 1 down. Well, let's see how much. I know they use about 50 meters of water. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I believe it was like 45 coal. I am not quite for sure, but we're gonna have to get some power over here anyways. And I don't think I mined up any coal. I did not. All right, I don't have any on me. So, yeah, we're gonna have to test this to see actually how much it takes. I don't think I could put that in there. Nope. All right, let me get a couple more of these down and we'll see exactly how much we're going to be able to do. All right, everybody, I got quite a few things set up. You can see the coal coming in right now. The belt work's not the best in the world and it's not the prettiest. Well, I ran into a few problems. One of them being I needed to get water up here and I didn't want to like make it look weird. And I was looking and I did not buy these, but pipeline floor holes. I do actually have a coupon, and I'll explain how I got that in a second. And let's hit buy all. Now, well, that'll explain in a minute. And now we can actually just take it and put them right here in line with everything. And I don't know if that's going to mess anything up. Let's see how that looks. No, that's going to mess up. Okay. Because we want to make sure all these are still getting the stuff into them. So probably we should be able to do I'm thinking right about here. We do the same on this side. And now we can have our pipes. I think they're going to go like that. How is our belt work going to look? Not great. So we're going to have to think of something else. Anyways, we'll come back at that in a second. I think I have one more idea. And it's kind of still the same thing, but it's going to be a little different. But anyways, coupons. How you get them? Well, you need this awesome sink. I get that's literally what it's called. And look at that. I already got 5 coupons. And all I did was put in 200 of these. Now, let's go ahead and put 200 more in. If you watch, once this thing ticks down, this is going to be quite a bit higher. And it slowly increases over time. Every time you get a new coupon, it's going to be more and more expensive. See, that was 2,900. I'll be darned. We're going to have enough. So, see, originally it was 2,900. Now it's going to be, I think it's like, yeah, it's a little bit higher. It slowly gets higher every time. So we're just going to let that run. And it's a good thing to use that if you're like starting to starting up a factory and you want to make sure everything runs properly. It's actually great. So what I was thinking of doing was pretty much going up like this. And we're going to have to think of how to do this part. Basically, what we can do is simply have it like this. And like so. And that would actually give us a way to use our new conveyor holes. Now, I don't know exactly how these work, but we'll go ahead and put it right, I believe right here. I believe that's going to work. I'm not quite for sure if that's connected or not. We'll find out. But let me do that again with all the rest of these, and I can kind of straighten this stuff up. And we can redo this. So make it a little bit closer. All right, everybody. After a bit of playing around, I actually got this to work, and I think it looks a lot better. Gives us a little bit of walkway right through here. And yeah, it's not horrible. It's a little off-centered. I do notice that. So it's going to be a little bit of pain, but I think we can deal with it. But yeah, that's going to make things a little bit easier, and it's going to be interesting. We can pipe down below now. So let me go ahead and start moving some of the stuff in. I don't really know exactly how much coal I'm going to need. It's going to be quite a bit, but I don't think it's a 120 line. And that is kind of nice having that stuff right there. All right, everybody, we're getting the water going. And since that didn't actually tell us anything, I'm wondering how well this is going to work. It seems like it's building up pretty good. This thing is taking a bit of power. And everything is not really doing well here. That's what I was kind of afraid of. Because if we look right here, we can jump on this. Nope. All right, everybody. Got everything kind of hooked up. Got the water in here. Apparently, it's only 15 per minute. So, one of these 120 lines, that's going to do a lot. It's enough for 8. So, one line, you can do 8 of these. So, that's going to be quite a bit of power. We did get all that maxed out. And I believe all these should be filling in nicely. Yep. And I forgot to attach one of these, but this is actually simple. So let me go ahead and get one of those coal lines, and I guess I'm gonna have 1 per. So that's gonna be quite a bit of power for us compared to what we have been having. And do we have any more tickets? 3 more, not bad. Here we go. We got up to 11, nice. And let's see how our power down here is doing. Mind you, this is all running off this. So what I want to do, this is gonna be the tricky part, because I want to be able to get everything in there. And these are coming in right here. I think we're going to work on this one first. So what I'm going to have to do, I guess just run splitters down the middle, which shouldn't be too hard. I believe that's actually 0. Yep. So kind of find the center. Oh, no, that's not going to work now, is it? Give me a second to fiddle around with this, and I might come up with something. All right, everybody. That was like the neatest way I could do it. I'm not too upset with it, to be honest with you. We got to see how we're doing though on everything else. Right now, these things are still not hooked up to any power or anything, so that is going to be an issue. But once we get them all hooked up to power, make sure everything's going into the right spot. Yep, looks like everything is good. And you have to remember, each one of these is going to be producing 75. So it's a little over 1.5 times what we're doing over there. Like 30, these are 75. So about a 40, actually almost double. It's over double each one. So these 8 are going to be like, I'd say about 10 of the biomass generators. My brain shut off. Now to kind of see if everything kind of works. That's going to be a question. So how am I going to want to run power? I think I'm going to run it in the back. We already kind of did this with, oh, not that, with earlier. And I don't know how tall these are going to be. But I think that should be enough to cover everything. And there shouldn't be any clipping with the way I designed it. It's just barely there. So we're just gonna leave that for the moment. And yeah, we can run power pretty easy through this thing. And I don't know what I want to do with the smokestacks. We'll think of something for that. So let's get this hooked up real quick and I'll be right back. Listen to that, the sound of the power of this. And it looks like we're keeping it up. We're not doing too bad. I don't have any of these hooked up. Now, I think each one of those water generators can do, I think it was like 120. And we only got the pipes for 300. So one of them's got a little excessive. We got 60 extra millibuckets, but that means we should be able to hook up a few more of these and get them going. So let me run down there and we're going to kind of tie this off, get these running, and get everything kind of going. Right, everybody, we got about 6 of them hooked up. I may do some more hooking these up on live stream, probably this Thursday or previous Thursday. I don't know when these videos are going to come out with everything going on, but yeah, I'm trying. But yeah, I believe we're gonna work on this a little bit more, maybe make it a little bit more neat. But right now I want to try and get this hooked up to the main system, which is all the way around this place. And yeah, and then we'll run it all the way back to our base so we actually have power.